Hey guys, I'm looking kind of road hard here. I got a haircut and beard trim scheduled, so I won't quite look as caveman-ish in the future. But I just got done. You can see I'm drawing out everything. Doing this little mountaineering course in March, of all things. So obviously the weather has been terrible, and that's why everything's laid out right now. Just drawing everything out, trying to get everything put together. But I know I haven't made a video in like forever, and so I'm hoping to do this small little video about the snow study kit I brought out with me while I was in the mountains for only 2 days. I mean, the weather was really bad. We got out of there fast. But basically, we were expecting tons of snow, and there was already this huge storm cycle that moved in. And so I needed to bring some studying equipment to measure out the snow to see if it was safe enough to continue on. We camped in a flat spot outside of avalanche danger, but we were about to go into a site with a slope that I was worried about. That was definitely an avalanche prone area, with the new storm cycle coming in. And took some measurements while I was out there, and ultimately decided that slope would not be good for us to walk up, especially since we were walking. The two clients I was with couldn't ski, so we can't really move through that terrain that fast, and overall it turned out to be not worth the risk to go on that slope. But I guess that's besides the point. Here, let me talk about the equipment I brought. I'm drying everything out right now. The van looks like a mess. That's because it is. So yeah, here's my smaller little avalanche kit when I'm actually moving into avalanche terrain, going overnight. Want to take a few measurements in the field, dig a pit. So along with the shovel and the probe and the beacon that I'm wearing, this is the more of this sort of swag that comes along with me. I want to at least have one thermometer. The analog is really nice because it has this strap that I can hang it up on my ski for air temperature. But at least one thermometer. I'm going to bring my crystal cards so that way I can look at crystals. Rooshbach cord for any sort of pit tests like compression test, ECT sort of deal. I do plan on getting a better one than this. It's pretty crappy for dealing with Washington snow. Magnifying loupe again for looking at crystals. I did bring a ruler out. I know that some people like to use their Abby probe, and in the future I do think I will use an Abby probe instead of a ruler. Anything that sort of helps you keep track of centimeters going down into the pit. This time I did happen to bring one to just have that tool available for me, but I don't plan on always bringing that out. And then of course a book. This isn't exactly the airy book that I like using, but it has everything I need. There's the information from the pit that I dug earlier. Yeah, just a few extra notes. I found this sort of weak layer right here with tons of less hard soft snow above. I said very wet right there. It was actually quite spongy out there today, but and then underneath was like this more firm layer. You can see all the way up to like knife thickness, and then this one that was more at like pencil thickness. Either way, it was like this firmware with a leak layer on above, and then you have all that stuff. So I just brought out this book because it was one I had with me. I didn't really use the front of it, but I just used the back to record my pit findings. Yeah, and so this book, pencil, I actually usually bring 2 pencils out, and then this smaller snow study kit provided all the information reading ability that I needed.